I can hear the voice of spirit, and it literally is like, take away all safety nets. Live as if there wasn't that thing to go back to. Live as if there's like only forward momentum from here on out, and then tap in to the things that you know to be true for you in this experience. Like, you are so clear as day of like who you are, why you're here, or an inner truth or wisdom that is like so undeniable within you. And it might be that you put it at the back of your experience. It's kind of like you have this knowing, you are so like, it's not sure of it. It's like you are this knowing, you know it, but then you don't live by it. You don't live by it, and it creates this distortion. And I see it in my clients all the time where the human is vying for the driver's seat of the experience, but your soul's trying to grow and expand. It's trying to move through its awakening journey. And so we have this, like, it's like an internal battle of trying to go forward and claim ourselves from each of these parts of ourselves. And so now we need to get that distortion to regulate, and for the soul to come back online and to like take its rightful position of power, of knowing. It's the position it was built for, which is the position of power. And the reason being is because the soul holds harmonic resonance with source. And we need that energy to create our reality. Right now, most of us are in the distortion. So our reality is distorted as fuck. And the reason being is because we don't have autonomy over our energy. And that lies in the soul, not the human narrative, experience, belief systems. It's in the soul. So there is this Nine of Swords energy that it keeps coming about. The Nine of Swords, I always say, is it's a disempowered state. It's you not coming into full actualization. You have a dream, you have awareness, you know things, but you're not willing to stand up for them. You're not willing to say the things you need to say, to be authentically yourself, or to rise into positions of power or positions that you know are for you. So there is this distortion that continues to go on, and you become this self-fulfilling prophecy of like, things never work out for me. Things are always, hard, heavy. And it's not wrong when you're in the frequency of hard and heavy. Of course, it's going to match you. But when you come into the realization of, this is a Seven of Wands, I know who I am, I'm holding the resonance, I am aware of my multidimensional self, I am here having a spiritual experience as a human, and I have a purpose, I have a destiny, I have these quests and things that I'm meant to go on, that I'm meant to activate to create experience for my soul. And I get to choose in which frequency I do that. That is where free will lies. It is in the choosing of frequency. Now, what's been hidden from us is that energetic bandwidth that we get to decide where we move our energy to. We have been really programmed to believe that energy can only be achieved at this level. So most of humanity lives in this bandwidth. But in our true template, we have all choices, all possibilities, and we're able to move that scale as high as we want, as high as we believe we can achieve, or as high as we believe that we're worth, is probably more of a better context for that. Is you are reflecting reality to the level of your belief of your internal worth. Okay? Reality isn't punishing you. You are punishing yourself by not doing the inner work to raise that frequency and that knowing that you are worthy, because you are the essence of God. There is not one part of you that is not worthy of having the full experience. If you aren't, it's because you aren't aware, or you lack the energy to move that spacing so that you are on that higher end, that higher spectrum of understanding that when we move into harmonics with ourselves, we become harmonic with the universe. And then that allows us to have this harmonic experience where all things are possible, miracles exist, signs and synchronicities. We don't have to worry about the how, we just have to worry about the what. What do we want to experience? And we lean into the trust that the how is going to show up, that we don't have to force anything to happen. We've got this Nine of Pentacles here. To me, this is like the thriving card of, I want to say, like entrepreneurial energy or sovereignty energy, claiming ourselves and like reaping the rewards of that. There's a lot of work that goes into all of the pentacles up to the Nine of Pentacles. We really have to do that inner work to realize and recognize that essence within us. Like that is the hard part, is the coming back to the remembrance that there's something larger within myself, within my experience. And it's like, for a lot of us, it's like we can't quite put our finger on. And then that's when we go and see the healers. That's when we move into that second and third stage of awakening, which is the seeking and the healing. We just start to prioritize it. It's like nothing's ever going to change unless I change myself. So I have to start choosing things that are outside of my norm. Usually outside of the norm for most people is seeking ourselves through different esoteric viewpoints or perspectives and seeing healers, and I don't just mean like chiropractors and acupuncturists. Yes, they are powerful and they're important and they help us in many ways. I mean the mystics. I mean the seers, the witchy women, the shamans, the high priestess, the ones that are so attuned with themselves and the higher knowing that they, even just by osmosis, you being in their presence takes you to the next level of understanding oneself through the reflection of them reflecting their higher self to you. It's activating your higher self. So that's why I'm such like I didn't want to say addict to going and seeing healers, but like I love trying out new healers. I love seeing healers. I've been to so many different ones over the years. And for me now, I create a network of practitioners that I can really, refer out to. So that's also why I love doing it. I love seeing people as like these resources of like, oh my gosh, like your magic is so special, it's so unique, and people would really, really benefit from this. And so I send a lot of people to a lot of different practitioners. It's been something I've done since, I own the wellness center. It's something that's so innately part of me because there are so many people that can help us navigate this process of awakening. And we're not meant to do it by ourselves. And we're not meant to just do it with like one person. We're meant to do it in so many different forms and ways. And I just think really leaning into the resources of the women and men that have really done the work, have really come into self-remembrance, have really harmonized themselves in a lot of ways. They're not perfect, but they're willing to keep showing up and to be consistent and to hold the truth, their truth and their path and their wisdoms and their knowings. It's profound. It's exciting. It gets me revved up and jazzed up in the sense of this is the age of the healers. This is the age of Aquarius, right? This is the age of the ones that are outside of the systems and structures. These are the ones that have knowledge that has been hidden from society for so long, and it's being activated in these people, and it's kind of like the file is coming back online for them, and then they get to share that data with others. And so it's kind of like this unstoppable download that's coming into the human collective that cannot be stopped. There's too many of us that have been activated and now cannot go back to not remembering. Okay, too many of us took the red pill. Can't go backwards. So if you don't know where to find a healer that I am kind of expressing, I highly suggest you book a session with me. A soul assessment would get you a really strong framework for where to go, how to resource yourself, and how to step into this next phase and stage feeling really supported and understanding what is actually going on with you. You can go to rosedupont.com to book that. Otherwise, you can reach out to me here or my other social media platforms. And remember, you can only perceive that which you are, so raise your vibes.